Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Master Your Mental Health. We're grateful that
grateful.
You're here.
Yeah.
Get it?
Welcome.
See my
Yes.
segue?
That's a good segue.
I segued.
Yes.
Today's discussion's about gratitude. And I remember years ago, it was about 10 years ago, Oprah had a whole series of shows on gratitude. And I think it did shift something fundamentally in the way I looked at the world. And I think it really did change a lot of how I perceive my perceived, say, struggles in life, and how to struggle but also remain grateful.
Yeah. And in fact, you know, when you're talking about struggling, that when we look back sometimes on our greatest struggles that we really do not want to be going through at the time, we sometimes really can look back with gratitude and say that happened because that change needed to occur or whatever it was. But gratitude is so good for us.
Yeah.
In fact, there are many studies out there that support and show how even a very small practice of gratitude in your life increases your mental wellness.
Yeah.
And this doesn't have to be something that's time consuming.
It doesn't have to be formal.
No, it doesn't have to be formal.
You don't have to sit down and decide to be grateful. It's a part of it is reframing.
Yes. And refocusing. And I used to, one of the things for me on my most difficult days, or days that were really trying, I would make sure that when I was driving home that day, because it was a consistent
car time,
and it was me alone, I would focus on 3 things that I was grateful for that day. And it didn't have to be big things. It could be I was grateful that I had a nice interaction with the cashier at the grocery store. I was grateful that that a package that I'd been waiting for finally came. Or it could be things like, I'm grateful to have a great friend like Jackie, right? It can be all sorts of things that really...
that you're gifted with. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be... it's just really simple things. Actually, my most recent act of serious gratitude, I was driving from Whistler to Vancouver in my dad's car and didn't realize that there was no gas in the car.
Ooh.
And it was on 0.
Oh my goodness.
And I was 13 kilometers from a gas station. So I was grateful that I did not run into the gas, and it would not have been a handy place to run into the gas on the Sea to Sky Highway.
No.
So that's my most recent episode of extreme gratitude.
That is, but isn't that what I love about what you just did? Is you took what could have been a bad thing, and rather than, like, you were grateful that it didn't happen. Yeah. So you can see how you can apply gratitude to all kinds of things. That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of, and I thought to myself at the time, because I was super stressed, and I thought to myself, that's going to be a funny story later. Yeah. But it's really not right now.
But
so gratitude is good for us.
Yeah.
And Jackie, like, being a physician, is gratitude it's a biochemical kind of thing.
And it's part of the mind-body connection. It really, like, patients that I see and people that I deal with and help, if they come to me and say, I have this, but I'm grateful that it's not worse, or I know other people have worse problems, or I'm okay, I'm grateful to still have this part of my life. Those are the people that I see that bounce faster. They really do.
Well, this is exactly right, because gratitude increases your resiliency.
Yeah. It changes the perspective on how you view the world.
It does.
It takes you out of the victim role and more into the yogi role. I don't even know how to explain it, but
well, I think you can sort of say, this is the way I would explain it a little bit, because I think I know what you're talking about. It's that idea that I'm just going to have to let go and trust.
Yeah.
Like when you say, like, it takes you out of, like, you don't have to control everything. I'm going to let go, and I can trust that, and I'm going to be grateful that for whatever
reason this is happening.
And so
I will learn something from it.
There's just so many good things about it, and it does release chemicals in your brain that make you feel good.
And a practice of gratitude, I think, isn't something that is terribly complicated to get in the habit of doing. I like your idea of the car.
Yeah.
When you're in the car,
yeah.
you can think of all the things you're grateful for, and that's something that's...
And, that's an easy thing. What's nice is when you attach a practice to something that's more consistent.
Yeah.
Because then
you
tend to do it.
The habit thing.
Habit thing.
Yeah.
But another thing to do is, just buy a nice little journal that you like.
Yeah,
that
that's
you like
true.
the way that it looks.
Yeah.
And with my clients often, I'll have them, they'll bring their gratitude journal into sessions, and we'll share some of the things with me, and they'll usually write down 3 things that they're grateful for. And this is particularly helpful when working with somebody who's struggling with some depression, because it helps. It's like jigging the brain a bit, right? And so, because it gets you to look at those things. So Jackie, what are some things you're grateful for?
I have all the things in the world to be grateful for. I cannot even begin to tell you how lucky that I feel. One of which is that I have this colleague and friend and co-author.
I know, co-author.
And and our book was released. And I'll leave the link to the book below. We have plans to do other things in the future. I've got so much to look forward to, and I think that's a big part of it. I'm also very grateful for both of our families, actually, because our families know each other, and so
they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's a pretty awesome group. So those are my 2 biggest right now, I think.
And I think grateful for all of those things, and also, I'm grateful. Sometimes, it's so easy to say I'm grateful for my health, and it doesn't mean my health is always perfect either. But it means that sometimes when I just get up and I go, and I'm like.
Yeah.
Even if I'm feeling tired and stuff, and I'm like, what else? And you got these legs have walked all over. They took you to Europe. They did this. Like, be grateful.
Yeah.
And then my whole body feels better.
Yeah.
And so I really try to focus on the gratitude for the health and the things that are working well, and also for the people that support and assist me when things aren't working well.
Yep.
Right.
And that's fair. Right.
Yeah.
And all reasons to be grateful, all of that. And we're hoping you guys can think of some things that you're grateful for. If you want to share with us, that'd be great. We've got the comments. Yeah, we'd love to hear. Just leave a comment in the comment section below for us, and let us know what you're grateful for.
Yeah. And gratitude costs nothing.
Yeah.
It's easy to share.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And so in this season around Thanksgiving, one of the things I would encourage, and we do this at our most of our special family meals and things, is often we'll go around and we'll share with each other something that we're grateful for, or something that we're grateful for about the other person.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
So I really encourage you to think about what you're grateful for, because it will make you feel better. It will make you feel good. It will help you master your mental health. It will.
It will. And we're grateful that you joined us today.
Yay.
Bye. We'll see you next time. Also, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm grateful that...
You just cued me.
Yeah.
We always like to do a disclaimer at the end of the show. Although I am a physician and Alyson is a registered clinical counselor, our advice is only a conversation. We're not providing any specific therapy or medical advice in the show.
Yeah.
So.
And we're grateful for you for listening to that.
Yeah. Now we're going.
Okay, now we're going. Bye.